In honor of the biggest media day in the country, let's talk about Super Bowl commercials. This chart shows the minute-by-minute viewership of the Super Bowl last year between the Chiefs and the Niners. On average, 123.7 million people were tuned in, and it peaked during Usher's halftime show. Then, of course, you have the post-concert bathroom break dip right here. But let's talk about the commercials. A typical NFL game has about 18 commercial breaks, but for this year's Super Bowl, that number is jumping to 20. You have some commercials that are at a fixed time, like the end of the first and third quarters, the 2-minute warnings, and of course the halftime break. But the rest are chosen in real time by networks in the league, selecting stoppages at least 4 times per quarter and trying to keep the flow of the game going. And the process of making it happen is actually pretty simple. To relay when they want to break, the networks and league will radio down to someone on the sideline wearing big orange gloves, signaling to the referees when it's time to cut to commercial. As you've probably heard, Super Bowl commercials don't come cheap. In recent years, a 30-second spot has cost brands around $7 million, with some reports suggesting it may be as high as $8 million this year. Even that conservative 7 is up 218% since the year 2000. Last year, there were 96 ad spots totaling 60 minutes, and so if we do the back of the napkin math, that would be about more than $800 million in ad revenue for the broadcast. Surely that number is inflated compared to the actuals that we don't have, but it's still not a bad day's work even with a haircut. Let's see who's buying these spots, with this donut chart breaking down the airtime by industry. Last year, tech brands took the cake, with 25% of airtime, and that number is expected to rise this year as AI companies jump in. Food and beverage accounted for 18%, 12% went to movies and shows, another 12% to retail and shopping, and the list goes on, with streaming, cars, alcohol, betting, and more. And while the broadcasters rake in massive revenue, brands can score big too. Web traffic data from last year shows the drink brand Poppi's commercial leading to a 7,300% traffic spike. Elf Cosmetics jumped 8,100%, and TurboTax saw nearly a 25,000% surge after their ad spots. Nothing quite like the Super Bowl to remind you to do your taxes, and follow for more sports data visualizations.